Do you need a store? Should you have a store? Let's talk about it. We are going to open a store on our new eBay account. It has grown to the point where we should have a store. I will show you how to open up a store, and let's talk about benefits and figure out if the store is actually a good idea for you. There are a few things that a store gives you that you will not get if you're just listing sporadically without a store. Sometimes, though, I feel like people make the benefits of a store sound so much bigger than they really are. You first have to figure out what your goals for eBay are. If you're just cleaning out your house and trying to find good home for your junk, then you probably should not bother with a store. If you're going to be making, just a few $100s a month extra to help you pay with bills, we will discuss at what point that a little bit of extra pushes you into the direction of the store. And if you are doing eBay as a part-time to full-time income business, you definitely need a store. The nicest thing, in my opinion, about the store is that it puts you a little bit higher in search results than people who list exact same item without a store. So it does give you a better match with Cassini if you have a store. Another thing, when you have a store, you're able to set up categories, which I will show you how to do. And if your items are in the categories, Google also picks you up much better than if you're just sporadically listed your items in eBay. And obviously that equals to more sales for you. So that to me is kind of the coolest or the best reason to have a store, is best match. But you also could do other things, like you could put your items on sale. Only when you have a store can you use a markdown manager. You can put up to 5,000 items at once on sale. You could choose to put a specific category on sale. You don't have to have your whole entire store on sale. You could put a sale based on a dollar amount, like if you wanted to discount everything by $5, or you can do it by a percentage. It's kind of a cool thing when you run a sale. Everybody who has subscribed to you, because when you have a store, people can subscribe to receive emails when you list new stuff, when your items go on sale. So as soon as you created a sale, everybody gets a little newsletter saying, oh, look at all this cool stuff on sale. That kind of, if somebody puts something on their watch list and then sort of forgot about it, it gives it that little push. You also get, especially on the mobile right now, there's something goes on sale, there's a little push message that will come and say this item just got lowered. And so eBay does a lot of promotion for you when you put something on sale. There's more than just one push to get that item in front of people. So even if you take a small category, in my stores I like to create like sale category I called clearance, and I would always throw 10-15 items in that category. When people are in my store and they see dresses, tops, pants, and then all of a sudden the bottom says clearance, it automatically makes them click on that because they're like, ooh, clearance. And in store categories you can make SAP categories. So when you create a clearance category, you could still create clearance pants, clearance dresses. So when they click on there, it's easy to kind of maneuver it, and you can put the stuff you actually do want to clear out. But I created because I throw my clearance category on sale a lot, and what I renew it like every 3 to 4 days, and what it does, it keeps on putting the rest of my store, just because I did the clearance category, in front of people's faces, and that helps you move your items. So markdown manager is a very nice benefit to having a store. That's something you should definitely consider. And then of course, vacation settings. You can only do vacation settings if you have a store. Now, if you have 50 items and you're going on vacation, you could just end them all, close your store that way, and then when you come back, you can relist them all. I guess that's not the end of the world. So if you are not having hundreds of items in your store, vacation settings are nice, but you could end everything in the relist. However, if you have a store, you have two options. Number one, you can click a little button and all your listings goes invisible for the duration that you have specified. So if you're on vacation, you don't even want to think about eBay, or you have a live event, you're having a baby or something, I don't know, emergency happened, and you just don't want to think about eBay, you click one button, it kind of freezes everything, makes it all invisible, nobody can buy it, yet all your listings are there, and when you're ready to get back to eBay, you just click that button off and everything goes live, and you don't have to mess with anything. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is you leave all your items on and you specify that you're going to be gone from this day to this day. And when the customer is shopping, right on top there will be like a yellow little highlighted box, and it will say seller is away from such day to such day. There will be delay in shipping. And then people can still buy your item. You will not get to ship it till you come back. Now, with that said, eBay still does not adjust your handling time. So if you're going on vacation, bulk edit everything on your handling time. I will make a video on bulk editing. We will bulk edit the prices. We will bulk edit the handling time, the return policy, so you guys can see how it's done. But if you're going on vacation, do change your handling time, because if your handling time says 1 day or 3 days and you're going to be gone 5, what that's going to do, your late shipping rate will be, yeah, and then you're going to go below standards, and then eBay can take some of your selling limits, they can freeze your account, and worst thing that can happen if you don't improve in the time they give you, they can take away your selling privileges. And once that happens, it's not you can go open another account and get it, going. eBay is really good about finding you and keep shutting you down. So don't mess with that. You always want to stay above, and you never want to go below. So you should be checking your your seller's dashboard to see where you are. I'm in there at least once a week, maybe even twice. I like to see all my little defects and where I am. We should do a video on about that as well. I think I'm gonna do that. Because that's important. That's the health of your account and you want to be on top of it. So yes, back to vacation. If you're going on vacation, you have to change handling time. eBay will allow you to tell your customers, hey, you can buy this, but it's not going to go out until a week from now. However, eBay will not forgive you not shipping it for a week. You have to go and manually send your handling time to 10 or 15 days, whatever the situation will be. That is your vacation mode. So to me, that's really all the major benefits you get from the store. There are many more, but this is kind of when you are first starting and you don't know if you need a store or not need a store. This is really what's going to decide it for you. You're going to get a better placement in Best Search. You are able to create categories so your store looks more organized. It's easier to shop for your customers, and Google really likes categories. You are going to get Markdown Manager, which means you are able to put your stuff on sale, and then you get your vacation settings. Those are kind of parameters for a store. Another thing is when you have a store, they'll give you a voucher for some of eBay branded shipping supplies. So that's also kind of an added bonus. But the deal breaker for you, if you should get a store or not, is always the cost. And as somebody who has an accounting background, I like numbers. So let's talk about the cost. You can get your store on monthly subscription, or you can get your store on yearly subscription. Yearly is cheaper, obviously, than monthly. But if you're just going to be eBaying for 2 to 3 months, just clearing out your house. You have a lot of baby clothes laying around, your laundry room needs to be decluttered, and you're going to be putting it all on eBay. It's still okay to get a store for 1 or 2 months. As long as you pick a monthly subscription, you can always cancel it. If you're in it for a long haul, get a yearly one. Year does fly by fairly fast. Plus, it's gonna take you a few months to kind of get going to where Cassini picks you up in search and you start selling really well. So get a yearly one. Commit yourself. That also gives you a little push. Now, keep in mind, if you decide to cancel your store like 3 months down the road, there will be a charge. I have tried it on different accounts, and I seen it as high as $600. So if my subscription is only like 2-3 months into the 12-month period, and you click, canceling, eBay is gonna hit you with this nice big chunk. And as you move down the line, obviously the cancellation amount will be smaller and smaller and smaller. So don't commit to a year if you are unsure. But if you want this and you want to make eBay your full-time or, part-time, but I don't know, higher level of part-time income, and you need that extra push, then, commit to a year, because then you have to stick it out. And in a year, you will learn a lot. Your thinking, your way of working will change. And as long as you stick to it, it's impossible to fail on eBay. I feel like they have created such a good roadmap for you, and then you have so much content out there, so many people who are willing to educate you. Watch, read, learn, ask questions. There's so many groups. There is Instagram, there's Facebook, where people are willing to talk to you one-on-one and share their knowledge, pick their brain, learn, figure out what your mistakes are, and you can make it. You definitely can make it. You can make on eBay the same money that somebody with a master's degree in corporate America with a very high position is making. Trust me, it's doable. It's very, very doable. You just have to commit to it, and you have to do it. So whatever your plans on eBay are, if you want to just make your grocery bill every month, or if you want to replace six-figure income, no matter where you fit on that spectrum, you could definitely make it happen. So you have to know your goal, and then based on that, figure out if you're here for a long haul, and get a yearly subscription. So let's talk about numbers. Let me just pull up what eBay is currently charging, because they do like to change it from time to time. So if you don't have a store, you get 50 free items to list. I believe they're auction items only. You don't get any buy it now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 99% sure that the 50 free items a month you get, they're auction items only. After the 50 items, you have to pay 50 cents to list an item. Doesn't matter if you sold it or not, you still paid eBay 50 cents. So mathematically, let's say you listed your 50 items. Now, eBay does send promotions. They send them fairly regularly, I have to say. But I'm not the kind of person that sits there and waits for promotion. If you have time and there is no promotion and you're not listing, you're just, walking around waiting for a promotion, you're losing money. I mean, don't be cheap, guys. There is such a thing as, what is this American saying? Penny smart, dollar foolish. So don't be sitting there waiting for promotions and wasting your time. You could have listed 50 items in those 3 days that you were waiting for a promotion and made $1,000 by selling them. Instead, you're waiting for promotion, then promotion happens, and your dog ate your homework, your kids broke a vase, you're running around, you're doing all this thing, the period of your promotion is shrinking and shrinking. So when you have the time, use it and list. So you get 50 free items a month, and then you may also get a promotion. However, if you listed your 50 free items and there is no promotions going on and you have to pay for it, if you list 50 more, you're already in $25. So listing 100 items a month will equal to the same thing as if you would have paid for the subscription of the store, because the basic store will cost you $24.99. So 50 cents times 50 listings equals $25. If you are going to have 101 items listed, the store would have been cheaper for you than if you're listing it individually. So anything after 100 item, you should be getting a store. If you get a basic store, you're going to get 250 auction listings and you're going to get a 250 buy it now listings. So altogether you can list 500 items for $25, and you're going to get your quarterly $25 certificate for supplies. So not only for $25 you're able to list 500 items total, 250 auctions and 200 buy it now, you will also get the $25. Now that's quarterly, so once every 3 months, and you pay store subscription once a month. So in the $75 you would invest over a period of 3 months, you would get 25 of it back to buy supplies, your shipping supplies. Another thing you should keep in mind, when you have a store, eBay gives you a break on final fees. It's not much. For someone like me who has eBay fees of $2,000 and above per account, it does add up. It does take a little chunk out of it, but still, it's a benefit to you. So you're paying 10% in final fees when you sell an item. However, when you get a store, based on the category you're selling, it can go as low as 4% to as much as 9%. But there's always that little discount you get as well. So there are 3 types of store: basic, premium, and anchor. I have anchor just because, I have 6,000 listings in my store, so it makes sense. With anchor store, I get 10,000 listings for free. Well, as part of my anchor store subscription. Premium store gets you 1,000 fixed and 500 auction. So if you're above 500 listings, you probably should be getting a premium store. Now, basic store, $24.99. If you do it monthly, if you commit to a year, you save $5 and it becomes $19.99. Premium store is $74.99. If you commit for a year, it drops to $59.99, and you get 1,000 fixed buy it now items and 500 auction items. And then anchor store, 10,000 buy it now, 1,000 auctions. Yes. And of course, with the basic, you get $25 for supplies a quarter. With premium, you get $50, and with anchor, you get $75. So you do get, some of that money back. Anchor store is also cool because we get our own little calling line, and when we have problems, we can call. They will work with us. They're pretty good about that. I do have to say, through my 8 years in eBay, there were some iffy customer service from time to time, and they really stepped it up. Even without anchor store, they will attempt to help you. They'll research if they have to. But with anchor store, that just goes to a whole other level. They have not left me hanging yet, ever. Like, if I call and I have an issue, problem, I don't get something, they will get me through. They'll follow up. If they say we have to research, we'll call you, they always call me back, and they always found an answer. So that also is, a bonus. But Do you want to pay $300 for that bonus? If you don't need it, probably not. Because, you know, if you have an issue, you call eBay, and if you don't have an Anchor store, if you call enough times, somebody will get you that answer. So, is it worth $300? You know, for my convenience, it does. Depending where you are in your eBay life, you might want to put that money more into inventory, you know, or you might be at that point already where this is totally doable. So that's up to you. So that's pretty much it. Should you be getting a store? Well, if you are listing more than 101 items, you definitely should be getting a store. If your sales are kind of iffy, you definitely should be getting a store. It will give you a little bit of a boost. If you're just starting and you only have 30 items in your store, but you know you are sticking around, you're not in your store, in your eBay listed queue. But you know you're not going anywhere. You know you're going to do this for the next, you know, however long. It's okay to pay that $25 right away. I mean, it will... First of all, remember, if you just listed 101 items, and some are buy it now, and some are auctions, and then you have to, they ended, they didn't sell, you have to relist them. You then, when you open up a store, you're going to create your categories. You don't have to go and manually put them all into those categories. So it's like a big mess right now. And then you're going to have to take time out of your day to go sort it into the categories. So you may as well just do it right to the beginning. I mean, it's $25. If you're willing to commit for a year, it's $20. You pay it, and from the get-go, you get better placement in search. You can put your stuff on sale right away. You have your vacation settings, and you have 250 buy it now and 250 auction listings included into that price, and you get some shipping supplies. You should get a store. I mean, really? You should get a store. So, we have sold... Let's take a look-see over here. We have sold 127 items last month, and it got us $2,808.48. I will make a very short video, probably right after this one, because of my accounting background. I like numbers, so I'm going to show you what happened last month. I'm going to show exactly what we made, what we sold, what it cost us for sourcing, what it cost us for shipping, what it cost us for eBay fees, what it cost us for in time, also for labor, for pictures. We're going to talk exactly what we put in to get that money. It will be also interesting because it's a brand new account. It was the first month we did it, and I think that'll be neat to see what something from scratch can happen in 30 days. So I think after I put out this video today, I'm going to actually tape that one right away. Okay, so let's open up a store. And to actually open the store, we're going to put our mouse above this word that says account without actually clicking anything. This menu will drop down. We're going to scroll down where it says subscriptions. Going to click on that, and it's going to take us into here. Okay, the 3 stores we discussed: basic, premium, Anchor. Now for the purpose of this account, we're going to open a basic one, and then I will show you how to upgrade it when you need it. So we're going to click subscribe, and here it is. If we are willing to commit for a full year, it's going to be $19.95 a month. If we are unsure if this is our long-term path, and we might want to bail on eBay, because when you commit to the full year, if you want to cancel before, there will be fees. Now, we will commit for a year, so that's not a problem. But if you're unsure, you can click monthly fees. Now here, actually you only get two. I think we're going to go over here. I think we're gonna pick the metal one. And once our limit gets raised, then we will switch to Anchor one, and I will show you how to do it. Okay, so in here, store name, you can leave it as your username. You can come up with something else. I really don't know if I want to change the name. Let's just, or you know what? I probably should have changed the name. But that's really all there is to it. So you would have just picked a name, click subscribe, and that would have been it. Your fees will be charged monthly to your PayPal account on file with eBay. And from that point on, when you go here, now this is, we don't want a tour because we know what we're doing, but you do take a tour for sure. This is what your new screen will look like. If you don't like this look, you can go back to account, subscription, and see you have your premium store that will renew again on 2/01/18, and you can cancel it within that 30 days of that renew day. And then you have your Sales Manager Pro. So if you don't like that look, if you're new, because I know for us advanced sellers, this is actually cool, but for people who just starting and have 100 items, sometimes all this extra information is overwhelming. When you just started, all those extra reports are really not making any difference for you, because in the beginning you just need to learn the system. You need to list and start seeing the sales. So when I was first starting out, that look actually distracted me more than the basic clean eBay look. So you could always just cancel the subscription. Okay, and once you sign in, it will ask you if you want to cancel. Yes. Now remember, this is free. So once you canceled it and then you go back to my selling, it's going to look back to your normal screen again, the one you got used to. And if you want to get it back, account, subscriptions, and then all you have to do, sales manager, is subscribe. Click subscribe, and it's going to subscribe you free of charge back up. So you can basically play with this area right here. Okay, that's all there is really to opening an eBay store. Okay, so that's it for opening up the store. I hope you go get yours going. Remember, don't click the back button because it just saves whatever you put in there, apparently. You could change it. It's not a problem. You could change your store name as many times as you want. I will actually make a video. Man, I have so many videos I need to make. But it's okay. I'm actually gonna make one about categories, markdown manager. I will show you how to put stuff on vacation, and we're gonna change name. We'll hit all those four. Maybe I'll even do it today, which means I'm gonna spend all day filming, but hey, for my awesome resellers, I will do it. I'll probably film that, and I'll film the one about the numbers as well. Today, tomorrow. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Okay, you guys have a fabulous rest of the week. Weekend's coming up. Today's Thursday, so let's get busy, let's get working, let's make some money, and let's achieve our financial freedom. I will see you guys later. List.